بالمجاني الراديو بيلعب لي أغاني وعامل لي حفلة على مقاسي والناس نايمين والجنز الحيلة مكفيني ومخليني ماشي وإيديا في جيوبي جنب البتارين والشاي في العصري.
Okay everyone, welcome to my channel again. Now in this video I'm going to talk to you about the work conditions in Kuwait, what you should expect and what expects you, okay, what's waiting for you. So now before we start with Kuwait, I would like to talk to you generally about working abroad, okay, and what's going to happen and what you should expect actually. So if you're a person that has never been abroad before and if you don't know the language in the country, you will have hardship, okay? What kind of hardship? So if you have little children or if you have people that you should look after and if there's no one else once you come, then you will have to think about them all the time and worry about them. So this means that you will want to go back, okay? And for Kuwait or for, depending on your contract and the country, you will not go back for a certain time. And for Kuwait, this is for minimum 1 year because every 1 year you will have 1 month off. Paid off, okay, and this will be on your contract. So if you cannot stay for 1 year without, helping these people, if these people will be okay or not okay, I'm sorry. If you are not there, then don't take these jobs, okay, because you cannot go back in this time. This is very important. Legally you have right, but I will tell you what happens, in the video in a bit. So now let's talk about the work conditions and we will start with the hours, okay? So for work hours, normally, legally actually, and this will be in your contract again, don't go without a contract, or this is very important. Some people go to Kuwait and work as illegal people. This is something we never suggest, okay? So this is very wrong because you will not be able to ask for your rights, okay, if you go like this. And so the work hours are 8 hours, okay, with 1 hour break. It's 9 hours with 1 hour break, so it's 8 hours. But this 8 hours, what time of the day you will get this 8 hours? Okay, so Kuwait is a very hot country and sometimes daytime they don't work. You might go to work early, work for like 4 hours, and in the afternoon they might expect you to work another 4 hours, let's say from instead of working 8 to 5, you'll work 8 to 12, and then you will go rest for 2-3 hours, and then you will come back again, work from, let's say, 3 to 7, or sometimes they will tell you come after 2 o'clock, and then you will work from 2 to 10, okay, in the evening. So these hours might change, okay. And when it comes to days off, okay, so you will have 6 days, okay. Some people think that, it's an Arabic country and according to Islamic law, you will have Friday and Saturday off, so that makes it 2 days off, but no, okay. So this will be in your contract, be careful, ask your employer, okay. So usually you will get 6 days, okay, work, 1 day off, and this 1 day can be on, Friday or Saturday, or can be other days. So your employer will define this, and then you will work accordingly. When it comes to accommodation, this is where the main problem is usually. Now, you will have to stay usually with other people in the same apartment, sometimes in the same room, okay? So you might have a shared room. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll have a single room that you will use yourself with your own bathroom and, kitchen maybe. But mostly, the businesses rent an apartment, and there you will stay and you will use a shared bathroom and shared kitchen, okay? You will have to stay, let's say, 2 people in 1 room or sometimes 3 or 4 people in 1 room. So this changes. This is something you should define again. You should talk to your employer before you go there. And you ask for photos. And if you are lucky, sometimes some employers rent villas right by the sea. You might be able to stay there as well. So talk to your employer. See what kind of accommodation they will provide you with, okay? Now when it comes to your legal rights, okay, now most people will tell you this, and this is the law, okay? So in the first 100 days, if you're not happy, you can come back. And when you come back, your employer must pay for your flight tickets, and you should be able to come back without any problem, and they will pay you all the fees that you earned while you are working there. But now the employer some employers, not all, will tell you that, look, I paid for your flight ticket, I paid for your accommodation, for your trainings maybe, if they gave you any, So they might say that, look, if you pay me all these fees, 500-600 Kuwaiti dinar, then I will let you go, okay? But is this legal? No. Can they ask this money from you? No. Okay, this is not legal. They shouldn't ask from you, but they can do this. Okay, and in this case, if they do not allow you to go without paying this money, you cannot leave this country. So to leave Kuwait, this is very important. They must sign off your visa. Okay, then you can leave the country. Otherwise, you cannot leave. Okay, so or another way, you must have your passport with you all the time. Okay, so your passport is your privacy. Do not give your passport to any employer, to anyone when you go. They cannot take from you. There is no legal rights, okay? Tell this to employer before you go as well. Say, I'm not going to give my passport to anybody, okay? And then with the passport, you can, when you go, you will apply for a residence permit, which is called civil ID. When you get your civil ID card, okay, not just the number, but the card. So with the civil ID card and your passport, you can leave the country without any problem. But if you don't have either passport or civil ID card, you cannot leave the country. This is one thing. And another thing, if the employer doesn't want you to leave, they might go to court and say that, look, this person stole something from us. Even though this is not right, you will go through a court process which might take up to 3 years. This is very important. And in these 3 years, you cannot leave the country, okay, until your court process finishes. And in these 3 years, since this is an internal affair of the country, of Kuwait, no embassies or agencies, nobody can get involved, okay? This is very important. So no one might be able to help you, okay? So this is very important, and you will have to stay there, and you will have to pay for your expenses during this process. If you have this money, no problem, because end of the court process, if you are right, the company has to pay for all the accommodation fees and all the salaries for all these 3 years. They have to pay you the promised salary, okay, and all other fees that you have. So this is very important. This is the main point, okay? If you cannot work there for 1 year minimum, if you think you will have hard time with the accommodation, though you don't know, I understand it, most of the time you will not know who you will be staying with. Surely this is right. But if you're not an easygoing person, then the jobs in Kuwait will not be suitable for you because of the people's attitude sometimes, okay? Again, this is not for all the businesses. There are people working in many businesses, many foreigners working everywhere, okay? And they're all happy. But sometimes you might see these kind of businesses. If the business is very small, you have to check the credentials of the business before. You have to read about the comments, okay? And you have to talk to other people working there. See, sometimes they will not be able to give you the, correct information because they will be maybe scared as well. But get information about your business, information about the accommodation, and again, know the laws, and then talk to maybe your embassy before you go. Okay, say, look, I want to come to Kuwait, but what are the conditions? Should I come there? Can I leave if I want to? And I want to work in this business. Maybe they can search for you, though I don't know. But sometimes they can do it. So ask, is this business trustworthy? Do you think I should come and work for this company or no? Okay. So check all these before you come. And again, make sure that you can stay during the promised period and your employer is the good one. Okay. So consider all these before you come and ask for everything in the interview. You will have an interview before you come. Make sure you come here legally. Otherwise, you will have no rights at all, okay? And you will have no place to go. If you come here illegally, you might even go through the jailing process here. This is also another thing. So come here legally, learn all your rights, and make sure that when you come there, don't give your passport to anybody, and get your residence permit there when you are there, and then work in good manners with your employers. Don't forget about them as well. Again, they are right because they expect you to work for 2 years minimum. They make all these expenditures for you, and if you want to come back, they are also losing money. This is one thing they have right about, and they are right, but you are also a person, you're also human. You might, you have feelings. You might feel, I don't know, overburdened, and then, you might want to come back. So think about all these, consider and talk to your family, okay? And talk to somebody who is in Kuwait already, okay? And then you decide if you want to go or not. If you have questions, you can also reach us and we can answer your questions as well. But mainly, again, check before you go, okay? We wish you success, and hopefully you can find the jobs you want in a good businesses. And please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the like button for more videos like this. In the following videos, we are going to make videos for different jobs, like cruise jobs, working in a cruise ship, and jobs in Europe or jobs in America, okay? So hope to see you in the next videos.